Hi, welcome to one of my silly little Christmas themed videos. In this video I've bought a Wasgij jigsaw. Now if you don't know what these are, the picture on the box is different than the puzzle that you're actually doing. This year I was going to use one of the ones because I buy them second hand from car boots and bits and pieces. Got the one out that I'd got a Christmas one. Normally you get two puzzles, the picture on the box and then the other one, but literally there was just all pieces mixed together, so I wouldn't know which is which and I couldn't be bothered with that, so I've just gone out to Argos and bought the latest one anyway. So this is what this video is. It's just a little time lapse of me doing it and just talking about as well, because this is kind of a Christmas tradition and talking about like Christmas traditions as well. So anyway, hope you stay with me for this silly little video. Even though I love doing these jigsaws, this is the one bit that I absolutely hate, is actually sorting out the pieces. What I actually do is sort them all out into like colours. I've got 4 different trays, so then you've got like the yellows or the reds or the greens or whatever, as well as then as you're sorting out the edge pieces at the same time. But it's just flicking them over and getting them like that, because again, unfortunately I do have arthritis in my fingers, which makes it more difficult, which is the, like say, the bit that I hate. So then I'll get the edge pieces then together. Well, anyway, like I was saying about family traditions, Christmas traditions, this is one thing that we've done for years, because basically, first of all, I mean, if you've ever got stuck on a Wasgij jigsaw, I guarantee you've come across my blog, because basically on there I've got the complete list of all the Wasgij jigsaws with all the solutions, and people send me all the pictures, including this one as well. Someone sent me this one as soon as it literally came out to put onto the website to help others out. And that's the one thing, is I don't actually even look at the solution myself. I try and carry on, you know, as much as possible, and in this one I didn't actually do that. But getting back to Christmas traditions, like I say, doing a Christmas themed Wasgij jigsaw has been a tradition for years and years and years, you know, just to have something to do, and because it's Christmas themed, it kind of puts you into that Christmas mood. As far as other Christmas traditions, I don't really have that many really. The only one thing that I can say is putting the Christmas decorations up. That, from going back to my father, was always done like the first weekend of December. I don't put them up any earlier, and normally no later than that. That includes the inside and outside ones. So you could say that's like a Christmas tradition. I mean, yes, you've put your stockings up, and even now there's only me, I've still got my stocking up. And the one that I've got was partly handmade with letters on them. Like we had one for me, my ex, my daughter, and we even had one for the dog as well. And the only thing that I would say as a Christmas tradition is that I have a chocolate orange for Christmas, and this goes back to my granddad that used to buy me a chocolate orange, and then that went down from family to family, so I always have like a chocolate orange for Christmas. I've even bought myself one to put in my own stocking for myself for Christmas. It's a strange little thing, which I buy chocolate all the time, but it's just one of those things that I've just bought this year, so I've at least got it to just kind of carry on that tradition. So that's the thing, is everybody has all different traditions. Like I say, putting the decorations up, I mean, for me it was always me doing the outside, or the people doing the Christmas tree and everything else. So that's kind of a tradition. I mean, like I said in a previous video where I put up all my internal Christmas decorations, my one little thing, and I know it's a bit sad, is watching Christmas movies over Christmas, and you see all these over the top Christmas things, and everybody's got all these different traditions of doing like a gingerbread house, or making these cookies, or doing this or doing that, and that's the thing, is we all have our own little traditions in a way. Sometimes traditions can be something as simple as like buying a particular tin of chocolates, like your Quality Streets, your Roses and things like that, or just even sitting down and watching a particular Christmas movie, or just any kind of movie that you may watch each year. And that's the thing with traditions, you know, they're personal to everybody, so not one person will have the same tradition as anybody else. Like I say, doing these jigsaws, this probably isn't to everybody's taste. Probably some people may think it's absolutely boring, but this is just one of of those things that has just grown over the time. But then other families may just sit down and play a particular board game again. Going back years, they may always play Monopoly. I mean, the Monopoly's probably not the best one because that always ends up in arguments. But you get what I mean, is just playing a particular game. These may be the simplest of things. As that's the thing, really, there is no right way and wrong way to do Christmas because everybody has their little quirks, their little things. And I think that's what a tradition really is. It's just something personal that's been passed down from generation to generation, or someone just starting a new tradition with a small family or whatever, and then those children then grow up with that. And it's just, it's just nice to have these kind of things, isn't it? Going back to the jigsaw for a second, I mean, the one thing that I try and do is do the parts with the bulk of the colours. So as you can see in this bit here, I've already done like the sleigh, the skyline with the lights, and I've also started to do like a part here that's green. There's a bit of a snowman and some of the sides of the buildings. And that's the thing, is you want to try and do those big bulky bits. The only problem with that is then you do find, well, hang on, you've done this part. Well, actually, where does it fit within that scene? And there's sometimes you think it just doesn't fit right. Well, it's going to go somewhere, but you just couldn't figure out where. And then going back to part of my blog, I mean, part of my blog, like I say, is the list of all the solutions and things like that. Now, if I get stuck, I could actually look at that. Now, I don't actually, like I said, look at that. I prefer to do it as is, but I know there is a market for it, which is why it's out there. And I mean, again, just a little bit of a plug for the blog. So like I say, if you do get stuck on any of these, there is my website, links in description as well on there. Like I say, there's solutions for every single puzzle out there. Also, I do a printable PDF file as well as a interactive checklist spreadsheet that you can actually download. There is a small charge for that because you've got to think, I do the website, there is running costs and everything else. I have to keep the list updated and things like that. So that just really covers the cost of actually keeping that up and running, because like I say, there are people that do get stuck and there are some that are really difficult and things like that. I mean, with this one, for me, it took me just under 8 hours over 2 days, doing an hour here and an hour there. I mean, the one night I couldn't even sleep. I actually came downstairs at around about, I think it was about 11:45, and I was doing it till near after 1 o'clock in the morning because I just couldn't get it out of my head. I mean, I was lying down and I was even thinking about, oh, this piece, I remember that piece, oh, it's going to go there and things like that. It's a bit sad, really, isn't it, that you're thinking about a jigsaw? But again, that's the thing when doing these kind of things, you just get in that zone of where you want to concentrate, you want to carry on, you want to get it done. It's an achievement. Like I say, I play video games, you've got those achievements and everything else. It's just that you've been able to actually finish this off. Again, with family traditions, like I say, this doing a Wasgij jigsaw at Christmas has been like a family tradition for years. It goes back to me doing it with the ex and then my daughter, as well as the previous partner with her children and my daughter as well. We carried on doing these kind of things because, again, like I say, doing the Christmas ones, it does put you in that Christmassy mood, like I say, but as well, it brings the family together because it's just doing it. Like for us, it was doing it around the kitchen table, so then you've got the family around and things like that, because again, everybody for Christmas, it's that family thing, isn't it? That's what most people think of Christmas and everything else. Yes, you've got your presents and things like that, but that's really not important. That's just the commercial aspect of it. It's having those people that you want together and things like that, because Christmas Day dinner could be classed as a tradition because like everybody will have a certain way of doing it, the certain meats, the certain veg and things like that. But sometimes that can become very stressful because the past few years we'd been doing like a buffet thing and things like that instead of the Christmas Day full dinner, because you're just stressing over getting this veg at the right time, that doing that and everything else. I mean, this year my daughter's doing Christmas Day dinner, and I mean, even at the moment she's been stressing about, oh, hang on, getting the right veg, getting this and things like that. And again, everybody wants that Christmas Day to be absolutely perfect, but sometimes it isn't, and you just have to go with the flow. It should be about a relaxing time. Again, it depends on your age and things like that. As we get older, I mean, like I say, I'm going around to my daughter's, I've got my grandson there and everything else. He's 18 months at the moment, so it is for the kids. And like, even with him at the moment, like I say, he's 18 months, he's not going to understand it fully at the moment. I mean, next year, like I say, he will. And again, your priorities change dependent on your age. But then again, going back to the traditions, like I say, it would be interesting to hear other people's traditions in the comments, what people do and what you would class as a tradition. Well, thank you for watching this silly little video, because like I say, up until the run to Christmas, I'm just doing silly little videos, just kind of Christmas themed, and this is one of them, because like I say, I'm taking a break from doing my editing of the last trip I went in my camper, a photography trip into the Lake District, and ended up at Blackpool. I'm on to, there's 3 out already, there's still 2 more to come, and I'm just editing those at the moment. They'll be out, I think on the 29th is going to be the next time that it's going to be out, but we may be going away for New Year somewhere, so that may be a little bit different, I don't know anyway. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now, bye.